Hey guys, it's Cassius here, and today I wanted to do something a bit differently. You see, recently I've been playing the game Hearthstone a lot. It's a card game made by Blizzard, and it's really cool because there are such a wide variety of decks that you can make in that game that are all unique, and a main reason for that is because of tribes, which is basically certain cards will have either a tag that says it's a mech, or a tag that says it's a dragon, or a beast or something, and those cards synergize well together. So you can make a mech deck, you can make a dragon deck, or a beast deck, and it's really cool. But unfortunately, one of the tribes, the pirate tribe, has been severely neglected. Pirates are just not viable, and nobody just ever plays them. And it's kind of sad because I like pirates. Pirates are cool. And so I thought I would use a Hearthstone card creating tool. I'll leave a link in the description to where exactly I went to create a couple custom cards that I created myself that are pirates that would maybe buff the pirate scene and have these pirates synergize a bit better together. So I've got 6 cards that I created, and let's get to them. First up is the Treasure Chest, a 0-mana 0/2 creature which has taunt when there's a pirate on the field and a death rattle to add a coin to your hand. The Treasure Chest is essentially a target dummy for pirates, but better because upon its death rattle you get a coin, meaning you're spending no mana to get a coin and a taunt minion, which is a pretty good deal. Other than that, the coin has a couple uses, which I'll get into later, but the taunt minion can be used to protect a couple early game minions, such as the Buccaneer, which have strong effects but low health and need the protection. Next up is the Southsea Buccaneer, a 3-mana 1/2 creature with a battle cry, summon a 2/1 Southsea Pirate with charge. This card is fairly similar to the Argent Horse Rider. The only difference is that after your charge attacks, with the Argent Horse Rider, you're left with a 2/1 creature, while with the Southsea Buccaneer, you're left with a 1/2 creature. Other than that, the Southsea Buccaneer and the Southsea Pirate both have the pirate tag with them, which can be pretty useful as it synergizes well with the ship's cannon, as you can turn 2 ship's cannon and turn 3 Southsea Buccaneer and get 4 random damage from that ship's cannon. And it synergizes well with the Southsea Captain, as it gives both the Southsea Buccaneer and the Pirate +1/+1. Basically, the Southsea Buccaneer's ability to get 2 bodies, both with pirate tags, onto the field at the same time does wonders for pirate synergy. Up next on the list is the Bloodsail Pillager, a 5-mana 5/5 with the battle cry, put a coin into your hand. The Bloodsail Pillager is essentially a 4-mana 5/5 card that you have to wait till turn 5 to use. And although cards like this are generally good in Arena, they usually aren't very good in the constructed scene. So why am I creating a card like this? Well, because it synergizes super well with the cards I'm about to introduce. Here it is, guys. This is the reason why I have been introducing so many cards, 2 cards, that have to do with putting coins into your hand. Duke Falrevera, or whatever his name is a 7-mana 3/7 legendary minion with the effect, whenever you use a coin, summon a random pirate. The next couple of cards I'm introducing all have to do with this mechanic of doing stuff when you use a coin, which I feel is pretty powerful because you not only get the extra mana crystal, but you also get the effect, and if you have multiple cards all with this effect, you get multiple effects. They stack on top of each other, which makes these coins end up being super crazy. Other than that, the turn you play these cards, you can immediately use the coins, so it acts as kind of like a battle cry, because you don't have to wait for other turns where your card could potentially get killed in order to make use of the effect. So the idea with these cards is that to guarantee these coins, you have to play cards like the Bloodsail Pillager, or the Treasure Chest, or already existing cards like the Cut Purse, or the Tomb Pillager, and use these cards that you otherwise wouldn't use in a constructed deck in order to build up your coins and invest so that whenever you play a card like Duke Falrev, whatever his name is, then you have the coins and you can dish out the 3 or 4 coins to get not only 3 or 4 mana, but get a couple random pirates, which is insane. Part of the reason why the Duke is such a powerful card is because the random pirates that you can get out of this card are actually pretty good. Whether they have good stats like Captain Greenskin, or the Salty Dog even, or the Bloodsail Pillager, or they have good effects like the taunt minion that is the Dread Corsair, that card, or cards like, let's say Captain Craig with charge and fantastic stats. All of this make I'm not even gonna try it. Make this a very, very good card. The next card I'm gonna introduce is the Bloodsail Admiral, a 4 mana 4/4 card with the ability, whenever you use a coin, gain +1/+1. The Bloodsail Admiral is another card which gets a positive effect whenever you use a coin, kind of like the Duke was. And this effect is a bit weaker than the Duke's effect, actually a lot weaker, but it's used in a couple ways. Basically, if you can't draw the Duke, then you can make do with the Bloodsail Admiral and use those coins on it to get the additional effects. And not only that, but if you have a Bloodsail Admiral on the field and you play the Duke, then you get both effects at the same time. Not to mention, since this is a pirate, the Duke, from its effect, you can randomly get this card, and if you have 3 coins and on the first coin you get a Bloodsail Admiral, you have 2 more coins to buff this card. So in that way, it's pretty good and makes the Duke even better. You can't have pirates without a weapon, right? The final card that I'm introducing is a rogue weapon, 4 mana 2/4. Whenever you use a coin, gain +1 attack. Now, before I start talking about how good this card is, I just gotta say, Blizzard, this is how you make Poison Blade better. If Poison Blade was a 4 mana 2/4, it'd actually be a pretty decent card. It wouldn't be unbalanced, it wouldn't be super broken, it'd just be a decent card that people would play. Just saying. Now, back to the Golden Cutlass. By its stats alone, the Golden Cutlass does not make the cut. A 4 mana 2/4 weapon is just not good. You're gonna need to use those coins to make it better. But when you start using the coins, it can kind of spiral out of control, because if on turn 4 you can play this, you can use 2 coins, so it's already a 4/4, and then with those 2 extra mana crystals, you can, let's say, use 2 deadly poisons, where then it'll become an 8/4, which is insane. Not only that, but if you have this and the Duke on the field, whenever you play a coin, it'll stack both effects, and that becomes really good too. Basically, there are a lot of crazy combos that rogues can do with this card and a couple coins, and I really want to see that happen if this ever becomes a real card. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I worked pretty hard on it, although it was a lot of fun making all those custom cards. If you guys ever make custom cards, be sure to send a link to me, and I'll be sure to check them out. That would be pretty cool. Other than that, if you guys have recommendations for types of custom cards you guys want to see, I could maybe give them a try and give them a crack. Other than that, check out my brother's channel. He does a lot of Hearthstone stuff. As a matter of fact, this footage you're seeing right now is from one of his videos, so that's cool. And if you want, you can check out a couple of my other videos. I do a lot of videos about the 3DS and top 10s and stuff. Anyway, see you guys later.